I was for a movie akwa ba GhPage TV so na and they begin komo kakra. Sometimes you just go off the usual na what getting close to some big men in this country, in this society na or my enlighten us on some of things yantiase and in yema yinim na oma bieni actually. And your Rev Dr. Danso Abbeam nchen ya shada ba besra no ya ba na office and ne be bon komo kakra. We are going to talk about a lot. He's doing a lot most Ghanaians do not know. Ni nyina no enne or the ebe ko school na ya say sua de efri nchen. Doctor, you want cover?
Yeah, on your
Doctor, we a prophet and we a reverend, which is because it says a beautiful reverend, it is from prophet.
Yeah, I think by Nyame Adom no, or Nyame Eyemadom Edemi Ebra, the prophetic office. So I've been a prophet for a while, and then when Nyame Adom said, "Oh yeah, Jumana," na or the Adom ni biyama na office ni biye. And he made me say when it comes to the five-fold ministry now, I'm able to operate in all. Within all. And I'm still working things out to pray say so that I can become the father of the work that we're doing.
Which one is the father? Is I think the apostle?
No, the father is itself.
Okay.
You know, the five, no, none is greater.
None is greater than the other.
None is greater, but each has its own sort of work that it does. In a sense, when it comes to the prophet sees the mind of God and see through the eye of God, and then tell us what God says He's about to do and what God is questioning us, or the blessings of God that is coming. And so the prophet is the one that advise, encourage, and make us know the mind of God. And then the teacher actually comes and teach the people of the meaning of the prophecy, the understanding of the prophecy, and the word, that can, your friend say, word na, your friend say, what the kabum actually say on says Bible no, trust them no, what the better to who actually say, where the prophecy na, yamano, a sanet see a mribia a trim inti, and then because every prophecy biano is tested, so the teachers are able to teach it for the understanding of the congregation. And then from there, no, after the teachers have taught, no, then the pastors who are able to break it down to pastor the people and see to it that those people that are under him or her, no, or no for no, edi agrumi omo amomo enyini. Na afe your friend is saying the evangelist Ghana say a cast evangelist, the evangelists in Ghana are not the evangelists we know as scripture.
The real evangelist.
What makes you as an evangelist is not you saying God is coming, so repent.
But that is their major message.
And that's what they think.
Evangelist,
evangelist, the Juman say, Oko ekoka unyame nenu unyam na sumjwe. You see, you go there to preach the good news, which is the gospel.
So it's not really a threat because
no, you don't threat anyone. There is no evangelist that does that.
Almost cite John the Baptist as an example. Say he was a radical evangelist. I keep hearing that.
You see, he was not the evangelist that people think he was, and his radical character end up, he got killed. You understand? The mission, what was his mission? Coming to tell the world that Christ is coming and prepare the way. That was his mission. Yen to evangelize the Christ is by telling people that it is a good news. Say, it is a mebane say you gay. As an evangelist, I must understand you why you are gay, and to know why you are gay, and to give you an assurance that if you come to church, if you come to the Lord, you will be made whole. Things will be right. Things will go well. So and a chirema where your bonnet, where your papa, say no foul benyini. Na pastors becomes like fathers
Like shepherds.
So that's the pastor. To onu na be kire kwan a wo be faso abrabom to onu timi tia wo kakra. Inti evangelists are not there say wo be tia obi. What you say?
Inti evangelists for
no we adwuma me ya this March 28
March 28
yeah me ne a friend saying artist eba be ye worship.
Okay.
And the worshiper you know we mu be asefo family talk about Drew a friend saying creamy Yalbeg KK Fosu you know women nyina eba, and I am bringing them on board to evangelize unto those who follows them that Jesus loved them. It doesn't matter who you are.
So that is evangelist.
That is how to evangelize.
Okay.
And every evangelist brings you a good news. Oh, we are man for. Oh, no problem. We are man for. Come. Women are me here.
I'm a madam.
So they will be obeying me. Yes, threatening. Pastors also, their duty is more spiritual in a sense that they go to territories and take over the territory,
okay,
and plant a church. So they have the church planting, the strategic point of running the church, because there will be a group of people that will be there that when the evangelists go and bring them, plant it and then train the pastor to be able to take over.
Okay.
And sometimes, you know, you use Paul in some, forgetting that Paul was all. Paul was all the 6. We know it's 5, but Paul was all the 6 because he was the father. To be a father, it's not easy. You can be a prophet, but you are not a father.
So the father is the outstanding one,
the one who has obtained all ought. But to be a what he has here. He's not a prophet, he's a father.
Okay.
I'm trying to let you know this. He's a father.
He's a father.
I didn't what he has here. Archbishop Duncan Williams, or your father. What he has here. Asem no obeka okankwase asem kra onu nemni nti okasa and na we ti ase but ochira obanyina drum pempen so say wenti na okase no
na wabeti ase
what you say. So the fathers, and if you don't have a father, you will never grow feathers to fly.
Even if you are a pastor, we a pastor at the crowd war officer, you still need a father.
Yes. Everybody, even a bastard, need a father to be born. I
believe say after today, you know, a lot of things. A lot of things will change. Mami call Reverend Akufo-Addo. Reverend, Ghana for anymore. A lot. What came as a surprise was when I found out, say, beside being a pastor, a man of God, you're also a businessman.
Yes.
Because I say business is not for the Pope. That is basically business there. Everything is fair. In business, you can't always be clean. It's how do you combine being a businessman and a man of God? How do you do it?
I think I would like to enlighten your people in this manner. Business is a work that you put your effort and your whole being to it to make sure you fulfill that mission. So in the first place, in the book of Genesis, for God creating man, the first thing he did was to give a man a business to do. Jesus came down and said, I am here and I'm doing the business of my Father. And so therefore, any pastor who doesn't believe in business, there's something wrong with you. So I don't have, my main can is say, being a pastor or a prophet or as an evangelist or whatsoever is a business of its own.
Yes.
It's by dealing with people.
So the church business.
Yes. As long as I'm in this world, I wouldn't limit myself. sorry the Muslims are there. The gays are there. I'm inviting everybody to come. I don't have anything called we say for Christians. People who are ignorant of the word of God are the ones that limit God as God of Christians. About what you say. The main business of God is the kingdom being established on this earth and taking control over the territory. That's why I have a problem when it comes to Ghana. The Muslims are taking over, and many Christians are busy fighting about what do you call it? This thing. I know people will insult me of this anyway, but let me just say it. Office, most your friends they gave for Ababi office. What do you mean?
People are obsessed with that.
They are angry at that, whereby the Muslims are working themselves in the parliament to have caucus to come together. They don't even care whether they are from what do you call it, NDC or MPP. As soon as they enter into parliament, they come together and say we are Muslims. So whosoever that touches a Muslim has touched all of us,
irrespective of the party you are coming from.
Yes, but ask yourself: do we have Christian, caucus there?
No,
we don't. So therefore, when Christians have to push any agenda, they go to Christian Council and Peace Council. So this is the problem of Christianity. So for me, I can tell you.
But you want to say the Christians in particular shouldn't have been concerned with somebody opening his office?
If we are doing the work, that will be limited. Papa, office normal closing. You will give for her. Radio so TV so.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yes. Embrace prosecute you. And somebody like me, I am not going to speak against them, but I must work for them, work with them, find a way to love them and to understand why they are doing it. If I can change them, then the work of God that is bestowed on me,
So it's not about hating them and say, driving them away.
Don't drive them, because some of them are playing your keyboard in the church. That they are not even telling you. No, so you're about to catch them because they know I love them. We were one gay sister. She loves me so much. Or London. Or Pemasam so much.
Because you don't judge.
Me judging. I remember one time he told me, I say, brah, unim se menye lesbian. Minim se menye lesbian. Be a demi-call just to make sure I could be able to find a way to get her. So she knows I love her. What do you say?
It's Ghana, no, we are going about it all wrong.
I wouldn't say Ghana, no. I think we need to find a way. A day in a mass, a day we see it. We are too judgmental. A day in a mass we see it. We should study the issue, and if truly we have a clear mindset, we will get the picture and solve the problem amicably than the way we make as someone we continue to make be what you say?
Whenever I was not the main at the corner cry,
Papa,
we didn't be a coffee free buy.
Sanity. What you say? To me, the court to craft evidence be anyhow.
Ya can't swear.
That is as when you go and you must say, I can't hear Peseka. Sometimes I will say, you're to your bushes and you can't send be. You're attacking me, maybe. What you say? Yes, you see, you're person. Maybe at your offices, I will go and hand
David.
As they see a can so be another officer. First time no they say ja omo your party see as omo anya party and as we see me dan and they be omo call no and no so
obi aso nte
but the yehu no enya no ne yehu adwuma
I said the yehu enya ne yehu adwuma. Well, I mean, go back to my previous issue now my person we discuss no. I have time for you to tell us the number of business you have and how it's run and all that. But before that, the person I'm a pastor, I'm a man of God. I'm doing, let's say, a tomato selling business. Don't you think, sir, I have to compromise on my ethics sometimes to make sure some business will grow and affect us, sir?
Not really. My business, as to Kabebu Sami, my business is just one. My business is just one.
But your business, sir?
To fulfill the purpose of God over my life on this earth. Eti nyankopon esiminton enchine. Nkofo emetonchine. What is the purpose of the selling of the salt? Emuni adie ye me business. If I thought you say, me die or say, so benyankwa no wanya ne mroso. What you say? Oba so benyankwa no wanya ne mroso. Eti me die me wa ha se me kire onyankropon na ma kire ni su odo a wo de mayen ene sebio wo fana ni obetimi aya ama. Eti uba medwuma mu ha no Wednesday bia ye de yempaye.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday ye bompaye wa.
Oh, institute.
Ye bo.
But your institute no a tertiary na.
Me ba try.
Dear program. Christian programs
there Christian programs go. Live programs. As in you can do ICT, you can do media, you can do business management, you can do HR, you can do health and safety, you can do nursing, you can do, we had convert courses fashion and beauty, something. We have so many
programs.
Yes, so many of them.
Oh, that's beautiful. And see, currently, how many people do you have in the school?
Honestly, it's a question I never said this answer because we have. They are not that much because I feel like building it up, so we are not that much anyway.
When did you start? Because
I'm London, but I decided to come and take care of because almost say and I feel na mianga samaba me behwe said the baby bibia be page and it wasn't easy at all. And now when him say ode publica, there are a lot of issues you find yourself, I'm trying to make sure say you better build the things in place. And Ghana no obi koswa na you obi ya, and I'm meeting those things. Obi bano who say we sit down ba akumpo ana ne buafu, and as a young man as I am no obi problem ne say o clock to art say o yede na utiminya away about say na until they will penalize you. They will do everything to bring you down. But by God's grace, we are holding on, and we thank God. Say, and I think getting the positive people around, I have hope that it will go far.
All right. You made mention of, say, I think on the 28th.
Yeah.
Over here, a celebrity.
Your friend, let's worship. Honestly, minya obia oye komfoa ngofo di na chipa our person obeba beto Yesu Christo nyumu I will invite the person to come.
I think this program you've been doing for some time.
Yes.
Is it having an impact? Who feels a making impact? And it's just for the show.
It's not what I feel.
Because that's how some people see it, say for the show.
I don't know what is show. Yeah, it's not show. But what the impact I see right there, nipana obeto nyumu say ushe eno.
Yeah, I know by some sorrowful.
Many people never thought say eno tunyum.
Yeah.
And then ushe Wendy Shea, ushe Kwame Yuji, ushe all the others friends saying Kiddy. You yourself will say this is not a show because I don't do show. You see you see them crying and said they were not accepted in church. And this has made me to get a lot of phone calls.
But don't they go back? Young fan say Kwame Eugene has been here. Kwame Eugene say he was in church. He came back to high life.
He's always in church. Not that he came out of church. It is work he's doing. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Where are you? So you are out of church and you are here. Is that the case? No. The church is with you. Me quite sorry. As long as we are here and what we are doing is pushing God to that level, that is church. Church is not one person, and it is not the house, the room you see. It is a group of people that have the Holy Spirit in them, and their mission is to fulfill the purpose of God. That ambience, that feel is church, and it's a woman. That's what the bride that Christ is preparing to come and take. If I told you, I say, and he said, "Obi oya gynecologist, ekokoshe mahu, eba Pentecost, ana apostle, ebeji microphone, preachi." So we kokoshe mahu a obenya problem.
Oh yes, but we
go for the can once.
And then adwuma no.
Enti adenti na kwame yuji adwuma ne se obeto high life. Na mu de mu nyimi se no na adwuma no. That's my problem. What you say? So be a dikeja wa emano nyewe ya. Se wodi emaya ma wo embu. Ne from Bible.
Sufre wunya me.
Okay, papa. Anyway, about your huhunyum.
But enough the people now what to they classifying as a high life, not a gospel.
Nipa na all to no.
Say you use much already. We high life high life legend.
Me pacho
the gospel artist.
I wonder who chooses who is gospel.
I want to classify who they are.
One
artist now.
To receive Christ has nothing to do with anybody but to do with you. The only thing I can do is to introduce him to you. I can't change you. The change is you. You see, the beauty of God is this. When he created us, he could have decided to do whatever he wants to do to us. And nanka wa robot. But you see, although as he's autocratic, he's still a democratic. Based on giving us our will to do what we want to do. Na ne ya na ye dekora ne se o se opa afa ope me mo de ope mamia me de beye bribia ma I said wa call papa ho na wa ma se bio dwetri na wa ka cho se me be o dwetri isa se utimi de mame sa dwetri na me bo ho de ama onye we
of course
otiase
na ye fa ne se wa ba the artists will come. They will cry. You will see, say, you feel that there is this change. Right from there, they go back to their default settings. Don't you think it's not making an impact?
I love what you just said. You're a Christian and you tell me you've not gone to your default settings before.
Oh yeah.
And every day you do. And you're monkwa. You see, Papa, I'm in Casimcho. Ye call hospital da ye pifu hospital ye nkase ye enyi ya adwum se ye pese ye yare sa akobi mu nanso esan se ye wo wiase a ye da so ti asenti eye dan ya obesan akobi mu anyi bi kura obekọ because oyere bi kwa akọwo nti obekọ because bibi kitwa bi etimnti enti asipiti wona ye kon eno ema ye nye kronkron yen fata ya abonefo yi ye ko enti man kan chem se wo ye basiri ni Pentecost ni nti wo dey holy. It is never true. Never true. Come you to ni high life nyina wi abon se was started to nyamenyom.
They are not bogo no. And people attribute it to the gospel background no.
Eye nyamisu wo ni mu. Ene yi ni hu adi. Papa, my main cancer means so. You share a do baby a shatawality ni ba Facebook. Wa beke kanen sam munai tan wa kikena nin sam munai. Na nkofo ani agye ho. Ubewu na no aba no kuta Bible no ka nyame asem.
E bitimi sisa.
How did you follow them?
Oh, na ndi ana ye keke.
Papa, you see, say obi ya de ye papa. The beka say, oh, why ya de? Young one a basono, yes, I know the you keke. No,
the more you get close to people, no, you begin to know who they are. You know, it's say you ever say Shatawale Echana, Kralaibo, hey, Monsa Chaya. Honestly, how many people are going to believe that? We are going to say it's for the show.
You see, the people that will not believe it is them. But for him, he has done what he had to do. Me deni say me di nipa na ba Paul kan o si ne eye no kware no maka kire mo enti se si no me hu ni if mo moja ni nsa ho bi makoro me nsa enti se nya me se me kan kire so wodo wa maka kire wo se wo gidia wasam wanye ni a wasam.
Yours is to just say it.
I am here as a messenger to let you know what is left is Christ. Ah, KK Fosu. Man ko fremu. Me hu ye no aye video. O se me ba. Ene le kan mi trimu a o se wo ba. What platforms are we dina so? Again I can into o se wo ba. Me I can tell you legends. Awamu mu Ghana hano. Many of them calls me. Ipe se me baso. Na me so me ne obetuntum nyame. Yes, as a show, but to worship God. So when the nipa Saturday we say asakra wamwa empanimfo a wo Ghana ha anyone that said you wamon sem fata ne montomfo a wamo say ade we nti obi ka kire me say eno because of eno nti no you lesbian we jai am how o say nyuna papa no gina won chen na wo to nyum no
e kana
koma to so onye lesbianism ni bi me nka say obi o lesbian me ye papa chen. No, that's not what I'm saying, and I'm not endorsing it, but the point is whatever that can make a person to change is powerful. But what you say, I am not doing it because of somebody. And yet criticism.
Yes, because people say it's the most popular saying out there, and they say just to let your face be out there. Say celebrities the omo dom. It's say everybody say Shatawale abaha. Of course, Shatawale now a fancy no ebepe wasem.
There are some we made them. There are some of them we made them. Some of them we watched them on television and they were nobody, and we picked them and paid their ticket and everything, flew them just to become big.
This is all right.
Mimboding.
Oh, na say pastor with them.
One more shame, they know. There are some we made them. It's not one, it's not two, it's not three. We've paid our dues. So if I want to be popular, Papa, Minia, Ompemazem. Me popular until me mama popular.
Of course.
Say me phone sir.
David.
And I say me person me fa sank of friends say sir enunyam fui eso de yesterday and slave queens no. Be more simpler. Be more simpler. Come nya be say 10 of them. The pastor who has slave queens 10. And can make comment in power. So and your fame no. And tiasemi obi a woti bia. I am not serving God because I want to go to heaven. No. And I'm not serving God because I want to go to hell. I am serving him because it is necessity for me to serve him as a servant. The most important thing is I'm just a servant. It's children that believes in heaven. No. I'm not a child. Say or say or the member bronsam jem send a na juma or person no etimi tumpoa. I am all for him. So person de me call heaven. No de me ye netie or heaven where I am ready for him. For he knows the best for me.
For he knows the best for me. I was for high GhPage, a Rev Danso Abbeam, and a church in Conway. Me catch up a lot of things. It's not just going to be the life keke, any school, any other things. You be So you made mention of this parliament and Muslim caucus in parliament and all that. Political ambition. Is it still there? That's all.
I think people think I do have that political ambition. There are a lot of people say those things, but I have not shown anything like that to anybody. Everything is to God. You know, so if God says one day...
Pastor, sometimes we have a will. Not either to me and himself. If he wants you to have it, you get it.
My will is really limited when it comes to the will of God. Okay. But if Nyankopon ye madom say me president, if he wants me to be a president, oh my Lord, I know he will make me.
Okay.
But
personally, you don't have the ambition.
No. I never had an ambition to have the school, to have a hospital. I never had an ambition to build. I never had an ambition to open a bank. I never had an ambition to, to even marry. I'm just a simple young man who was minding his own business and praying to God, saying, one day, Obama meso. And then he bestowed me of all that I see. But honestly, what he has said he would do for me, I haven't seen it, because he's always telling me, you are about to move to the next level. So I haven't seen it as it's supposed to be. But
maybe it's in there, but you've not seen it.
He is about to. Because send me what they actually mean. And you say, because it's something to do with the whole world.
Okay. So you made mention of, you have a bank.
I used to.
Ade we go no.
Mbachwan.
Ade ban so obi kodi sika na.
Sika nko asika die Ghana for.
Na hospital no so e.
Ewo ho ye adwuma.
Anyway.
Ewo ha.
Ewo establishment here.
Yeah, wo ba ko.
Oh nice. And institute no so here. Oh nice. Abuza for you betwa ho kakra kire mo na mo hu se the a city. And hospitals na specialized and say general.
It's for everything. Your lab, whatever you want to do, even COVID nuclear or your tester, obetimi aba.
Hi Kaswa, until obi ba harma direction obe kasa.
Off Kaswa, Obom Road, Abbeam City, Nurses Quarters. Off Kaswa, Obom Road, Abbeam City, Nurses Quarters.
Wow. Say Mate. Pastor, you can cover the one sem. Now say na COVID mobile, like you express some hard opinions on it. Vaccine, how do you say it? Do you think it's okay for Ghanaians to take it? Will you take it? That should be the first question. Who prefer vaccine?
When it comes to that, I wouldn't say yes or no for somebody to obi or pema asem.
No,
Gina me so make a decision.
But yen can wo. But you or no opinion
anti me no you know. Say you sa camera we are dangerous. You unifu you mu a make kire. Because honestly everything has a side effect.
Yeah.
And I think say obi e kan opinion let's say there are two ways we have to be able to examine the two. That's what I see. But somehow and for me, who am I? We all have to follow what the protocols are.
A lot of people are opinion be on so me I won't take it. But what take it? Oh, you are yet to. And we take vaccine yet.
Me come we are so when you fool I catch.
Doctor Danso Abbeam on this vaccine. What a strong opinion on COVID and all that.
My problem is that they were scaring people too much. It's
not as scary as they make it appear.
It's ridiculous. It's idiotic. Yes, I see it as idiotic. We are scaring people too much. What do I say? I found it idiotic, and I don't know why we're doing that.
But you believe the virus is there, but it's not as scary as
coronavirus exists. So when you get flu, it's part of coronavirus.
Yeah.
So coronavirus has its it's been there of ages, years, 100 years. It's been there. So it's not a new thing. What you are saying. So the virus has been there. So what is so special about this one?
No, I understand. Say the virus has been there, but not a unipa. It's recent times now. Since a year, that's
yeah.
Kataye.
And that virus will ne ye nipa. Ne ye ye. But you nipa dodo say na wo abusuamu mawu per the coronavirus but you catch him.
O nyame adom bi onwo ye.
Unam fofon so e.
Nyame adom bi onwo ye.
Na we mu anu omo na me ye.
As far as I know, the omu nipa bi
Me da say eno anu no. But malaria is one of the most dangerous diseases.
Yes, African.
But your vaccine was there.
Malaria did they?
But your bomb de ye dear.
Oh, and not as expected.
And because he is came from. About what you say. And so the disease or the virus may be in existence, but how we approach it is the problem. Now it's becoming gimmicks. Mikowo mchame. Bini se ubusami na minka na nkofo nkowo.
Yeah, that's
No, I wouldn't do that. It's your right and it's my right. So I wouldn't do it. But the protocols we follow. Because I respect Nana Akufo-Addo because he's my president, he's my father, he's somebody I love, respect. So even if he was not president, I would have listened because per his advice I'll take.
All right. Prophet, but with I have to with a person, you pay a quick comment be on that. Last year there was a lot of news about you, not so pleasant stories. Ladies and maybe braining same baby on the you've avoided speaking on it for a very long time. Maybe some more opportunity now. Are you ready to talk about it now?
Some
ladies be want to be on more so money what they die, be so watching a whole lot of news. But you've not really spoken about it. Meaning so we won't kasam.
Not at all.
Yes. We thought about it, so okay, let's give you the opportunity if you want to address
it. Honestly, there are few things I saw, and I was asking myself, is it me they are talking about? I was asking myself because some people I don't even know.
A man I know about where Kasabi
I didn't even know. There's some I know, I've seen, but honestly, does it make sense?
But Pastor, why would somebody everybody say sorry pray or probably why would somebody sit down and plan something to say about you? What time me try to so what would be the motive?
I believe it's because a question I will be sent here, but being in this country as Ghanaians, they can just fabricate stories against you because they are jealous of you, they are bitter about you, they can just say those things just to tarnish your image. As you said that I had an ambition to into the political terrain. Maybe that's the thought. I was in London and then I heard the news. A serious DC in Kaswa talking about I have brought Burkina Faso guys in this area. Me grumu almost said abetia MPP. Yes. I had no idea.
You not winning Ghana, bro.
Na me what he has here. I have seen say China. Akwa to fake Myanmar diaba. I have heard Nkula me no mawu student me no mawu verse 10. I hear all those things. Me say me no mawu kra de Nkula na me hia wo because and say me ma. But you know, what should I do? I have me who say, oh, mama, you can ask them. Whatever whosoever want to say, let them say. But you see, the best thing you have to understand is that, say, nyami pejao dwa kompempenso yedi mu a, enema we nyina ka ho. Sebio, ya na ye me de. Se me tinsem bi say. First no na eye mi hu. Say, nipa obeye omo papa. Ombetimi atwa mo aye wo bone. Aka nsem bi atia o. You know, but I realize say, enye papa a wo ye no, ene nipa bedo. Ana bone a wo ye no, ne nipa bedo. Obi do a odo. Ena ne otan no otan. And one thing that was said TF1 na mo tie ni say, ubetimi atwa obi intro. But one kasa wo ho de, ni wadwemu de, untimi ntwa ho ntro. Because the otwa one ho ntro no, it does say, wabodam. That is one. Wabodam ana say bibi nkoso yi. Because untimi ntwa ho ntro, the utwa ntro nim say ntro na utwa. O kan kwara so nim say kwara na oka. What you say? I didn't know say these things were there until I saw them. Because I call meeting be one big institution. We do on penny for professors. Questions some busami you know to say it didn't make sense. They were idiots. It wasn't making sense. It came out of one of them and I said, Akola ketwa. Na wetimi baby I say Abbeam City. Ye kura ampo yentimi nyeye.
So you feel the jealousy in there.
So I felt the bitterness. And Papa wa wouldn't what happens.
Yeah.
Obi etimi pejana ho dum pempenso. Ametia menye sikeni. Onyeni wa aba. Me bo me ho modern. Me bo me ho modern. But what you say? Eno na mebo. Na misre nyame se obeye madom na sebi da ne da asama o meken I feel it within my heart. The da ne da sebi obi bo medin a o se menhia na se metimi ma obi bibi na ochina nko obeka se enye wo a nkamanedi sa na misre nyame so de mbeye. You know, but in all these things you go through. Me su enie. Me mama buy and take me wa me su nie.
Pastor, lady Obia tries to blackmail you that.
A lot. A lot. But ade wa kwaya na ye me den say obi a wa ban me bia nim se ne amete. This said nia o ye nipa bonini a wo pe me ase.
For more penny reaction to all those allegations for the first time no on GhPage. When your reaction no, you be na ya jini time you call be 1 hour until you be na ya sorry so. But I ever sorry so no other businesses na you den na you who the way you bet me a support to it.
Onyansafo bi kan asem bi. O say plans and I say ideas so be bibia and come maybe as in name or many betia no why ye sebe nam ye bajimfo etimidimi name nyina akire wiase and it's over here mako inside etimi mfa bibia nkire sa na meye because the na medwen se meye na eye ne se me de kira na maka chom se na me nsem fata hwete metinya yesi ne ye nkura nhyensem na meye se de be obi behwe me so na ono nso abo na brabo because se bi o maso abinda se bi obu madaka nation market da
Really?
Yes, me didi form me didi bola so what you say me nya maame nya papa me hu mi nuanom ene o ma ni agoro na me yankunam. But so yeah, you see, success have many fathers, and people will claim to know you and to know even where you are coming from and where you are going, where you got your powers. So over here, ring the cry, I mean, shebi. because who sharing
wedding ring crash e be ka say
who share
what the bibia
because if ya what you say o wrong ho so e be ka so abodam enti maduru ba bi a nye niema nyina na meka ho asem meye kom emre time has many things to give emre e wo niema bebreche abra wanya 60 years no eye dan a obepon konkon akwachi ka se akwa we me se no sabre nyame manwo akwa we me yeni sei sabre na me ye na menim ebia na sabre no hwehwe me na mawu na me kode daada ana se mete ase patu ntimi ma me nchen enti ni nyina no nia obi ye eno a menya message bi wo Instagram lady ni se otensem bone fa me ho enti wo ye na dwen se obi follow me no follow me no I say papa you're too sweet and I'm say thank you enti the SCBR the Bible said all things work together for good to them that love Christ nipa na ofre me aye kasa o prison and na ofre me no na machine nkuran nti ye kasa nti na medum no tin send pan ko ofre na wabusa me papa de mi communion na metu ne fo me ye papa man kofu bi ana me ye bone man kofu bi mi ntimi nsesa no ti sani ya metie no sani nyame bo me onyame a obo nipa se onkum na obo nipa se onye nkwa onu hwan ekoka chense onsesa ni nyame su sa na otie
eno kre pastor o ka ringa se me kra mba na be busa na me ka say doctor worry o ana pacho so worry
nyame kan ho
worry
me ko kan ya asem mango kan ya asem
okay no dey say no dey
asem o
dey free
no dey de nyame ase
oh you dey
nyame adom
ti wo ma say na
me ma de omudoso
no me can
biological me can emwa
to be one she be feel offended say
because me were adopted children me wo me back to e bia e be wo no hospital a wo me nchen nkra de ya me de ba social media once in a while as I say okra me
na be kan ho mbebe say
the see am fan say me was 7
the biological ne adopted
no.
Okay
but me nya be bra me pe
okay
because honestly we are here to save people. We are here to nurture people. We are here to leave our print in the heart of men. And for me, I'm here to help. Help in the sense that me nkaso bi emra no nkaso boa me o ntimi ntua me danka no me so ntimi ntua me danka ndibe boa me. So I'm here to help the little I can do to help. That's all.
Pastor, institute mu admission
admission is ongoing nti baby a wo bia no obetimi aba any day
hostel facility or hana
yes usha dynasty so nyina na it's for hostel
okay ti baby a wo bia no a lot of programs, a lot of courses and all that for the boss of for you know is there a number they can call
yo the number no 059
420 3353 yeah but munya number here 059 420 3353 Reverend Amadofra make all the inquiries you here be out there for obek chichi much na on what can they all be Reverend you sorry so na sorry we last service video again yes na futu sem bi kra na bibia
the make che obi bia otie ni say just be yourself, be you, and remember if we are see a way you know we papa we fa and I bone so a we fa nti hwe say o ka obi ho asem ana asese bi o didi obi atemu a nese wo nso ye de wo yi obi na ebia ye the same thing ebe ye da na Bible says do yonko se wo ho should in case say unwe bi a wadi yi okọ nanim na eye wo yenti wa plan say yense no ana yenkoku no e de emfaso na abenya ewiase mu a yɛbɛgye den nipa medi chebi ɛyɛ den a yɛbɛwu akɔ na mmom ne hia ne sɛ wobɛyɛ de sɛ ne ne fata na ka hu sɛ ne wutwa de wudua no ɛno ana wobɛtwa never compete with anybody because you are complete nyame nhyira
Prophet nyame nhyira wo so ene yɛba yɛbrɛ wo nyama yɛ ne yɛbɔ nkomo yɛda ase bebree
nsɛm da ase
observe ha yɛ GhPage yɛde nkomo twetwe ne besia no medika ka kyerɛ m sɛ ene ne yɛbesua ade na megidi sɛ wo so wasua bibi observe on subscribe ya subscribe yakram